He was the most unlikable candidate in the history of presidents, and that's saying a lot.
Right. Biden says the same thing.
He's number 2. When Biden says something, does anyone go like, oh?
Right.
No, they used to go, what did he say?
What is happening in America? You can feel it. Something we've worked for and dreamed of for a long time. Donald Trump fell asleep at his own trial. And when he woke up, he made his own kind of history. The first person to run for president with 34 felonies.
Hillary Clinton is walking back and forth like a volcano that's about to explode. You can almost see steam rising off her shoulders. Meanwhile, Tyrus is calmly dropping shocking secrets, like he's just reading a grocery list. One surprise after another. These secrets are messier than a kid's shoes after running in the mud. Then, boom, the tension bursts. Hillary gets so mad, it feels like her anger could light up a whole city block. And you're sitting there wondering, what in the world made her so angry? Get ready, because this meltdown makes every political drama look like a cheap soap opera gone wild.
You know, Tyrus, and this goes back to 2016, people were reluctant to talk to pollsters and say, I like Donald Trump. And now, fast forward 8 years later, essentially they're saying, if you like him, you're in a cult. Do you really want to be in a cult?
If the cult that Hillary doesn't like, yeah.
Before we go any further, hit that like button and subscribe. You really don't want to miss this. Hillary Clinton was supposed to be enjoying her peaceful life after politics. She was going on talk shows, sharing well-practiced stories, and soaking in applause like a star taking her final bow. But then came Tyrus, storming in like a bull in a china shop, dropping wild secrets that sound like they came straight out of Area 51's hidden files.
Is it a red hat? I'll get one. Like, it's ridiculous that when the losing side or someone, she's just a very unlikable person and will say anything to get this attention. But here's the thing, it's changed. America has changed. We no longer listen to that stuff. Now when they say it, we go, that's why I didn't vote for you.
Suddenly, the woman who survived decades of Washington scandals is losing it. It's like someone turned off her teleprompter right in the middle of her speech. And honestly, if anyone could push Hillary past her limit, it wouldn't be a senator, a world leader, or even friendly reporters tossing easy questions. Nope. It had to be Tyrus, a guy who looks like he was built in a WWE lab, then turned into a walking truth bomb. He doesn't sneak into controversy. He jumps right in and makes a huge splash.
Clinton is one of the most disgusting human beings on the planet.
Very much so.
Always has been, always will be, and will be inserting clips on her response to Benghazi several times throughout the interview. I want to show who she is.
She's worse than her husband.
A lot of people say that this was triggered by a YouTube video. This is her statement. I condemn in the strongest terms the attack on our mission in Benghazi. The United States deplores any intentional effort to denigrate the religious beliefs of others. Our commitment to religious tolerance goes back to the very beginning.
Now picture this. The world is minding its own business, politics moving along like usual. Then suddenly, Tyrus decides today's the day to dig up the dirtiest secrets possible. Not the shiny, polished ones politicians can easily explain away. No, these are the ugly, career-staining kind. The ones that make reputations smell like dirty gym socks after a hot barbecue day.
She talks, you kind of get why Bill did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, it's kind of like, again, I don't condone, cheating, but that's your morning.
Yeah.
You gotta kiss that before you go to bed at night, and then you gotta sleep with one eye open.
Yeah.
And when those secrets finally come out, Hillary doesn't stay calm. Her reaction is huge. Not just angry looks or polite comebacks. No, this was full fireworks level rage. It's like someone swapped her morning coffee with jet fuel. Tyrus has always had a special talent. He doesn't just expose secrets. He blows them up with confidence and flair that leaves everyone speechless.
Your buddy Epstein moving off himself? And she has all this extra footage cut up in the closet? Like, I bet Bill has not had a good night's sleep in his for years. I mean, that's why he aged so badly. Like, a lot of people don't know this. Bill Clinton is only 37 years old.
He treats scandals like wrestling shows, full of drama, swagger, and excitement to keep everyone watching. So, when he goes after Hillary, it's not just about exposing her past. It's about putting on a massive show that makes cable news look like a kid's puppet program. And Hillary? She hates that. She spent her entire life trying to control the story, the interviews, the image of always being in charge. But Tyrus doesn't play by those rules. He throws chaos into the mix and watches it explode. So, when those secrets spill, Hillary flips from calm to total meltdown mode, pacing, yelling, waving her arms like she's starring in her own dramatic soap opera.
She's just evil. Like, there's nothing like her.
Why would you even tweet that? Like, don't you have...
I think she just sits around in her evil lair. Whenever she runs out of Eye of Newt and Small Children to Boil, she then goes to X and just says whatever the most evilest thing. I think if the devil himself showed up, like, you'll never hear her being possessed by a demon. You know what I'm saying? The demon will walk in and the demon will be calling Dr. Phil, you don't believe that I just saw, bro. Like.
So what did Tyrus actually find? Let's just say it wasn't friendly gossip. These weren't fun, little rumors. They were deep, dark scandals dragged out from the past and thrown under bright lights. Suddenly, all of Hillary's old controversies are back, not as whispers, but as loud headlines marching in a crazy parade. Hillary's dealt with tons of scandals before, but this time, her team is scared. You can't plan a defense when the other guy doesn't follow any script. Her angry reaction becomes the story itself. Not the secrets, but how she loses control. Now it's all about how loudly she's slamming the door to hide those skeletons.
Catfish. Well, they wanted us to believe it was a big naughty redhead that was going around, was going to ruin the world and do all kinds of bad things to us. Turns out the catfish was, hey, we don't boo here, but for this one time, you may boo.
Nothing says, I'm upset, more clearly than a public meltdown. And of course, the internet went crazy, like it was the finale of a reality TV show. Memes popped up everywhere. Some people said Hillary's anger proved she was guilty. Others said Tyrus was just being dramatic for attention. But no matter what side you're on, the real winner was chaos. Because in 2025, politics isn't just about issues. It's about entertainment. Hillary has survived countless scandals before, but this time, one TV host with a flair for drama sent her into a full-blown explosion. It showed everyone how much of a mind game politics really is.
If the pantsuit fits, Hillary Clinton, you owe Russia an apology. And there should be an apology tour for lying to the American people and ruining 2 years of Trump's presidency and affecting elections with Russiagate, impeachment, and fake dossiers. Oh yeah, let's not forget E-tape.
Because this isn't just about truth, it's about what people think is true. In politics, what people see becomes reality. So, when Hillary loses her temper, it makes people believe Tyrus hit a nerve. Once people think you're upset, you've already lost half the battle. Tyrus knows that trick perfectly. He doesn't need proof, just a big bombshell, a smirk, and confidence that Hillary will overreact. And she does. By now, she should have learned how to ignore drama. But that outburst proved that even pros can lose control. Watching her try to act calm afterward didn't work. The internet had already crowned it Meltdown of the Year. And Tyrus? He'd already moved on to his next storm.
I want you to remember what Donald Trump said about Hillary Clinton back in the 2016 debate.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
You should be going to jail.
That meltdown wasn't just anger. It was a full-on performance. It almost felt like Hillary practiced it in front of a mirror. She didn't just argue, she erupted. Arms waving, voice rising, every bit of her bottled-up frustration bursting out, like Tyrus pressed her launch button. It was like watching a Shakespeare play turned into a WWE fight, complete with imaginary theme music. Subtlety? Not her thing. She tried to stay polished, smiling, and speaking smoothly like a pro. But the moment Tyrus dropped his bomb, that calm melted faster than ice cream in July. Her explosion broke the illusion that she was untouchable. The internet went wild, memes spreading faster than her anger, and everyone was glued to the drama.
Since they can't air the truth, they control the storyline, and they've lost control of it. From bloodbath to democracy. Last night, Hillary tried framing the election like this. Both guys are old, but you can't vote for the one we indicted.
What do you say to voters who are upset that those are the two choices?
Get over yourself. Those are the two choices. One is old and effective and compassionate, has a heart, and really cares about people. And one is old and has been charged with 9
minutes she's shouting back, and the next, boom. She's all over social media, compared to a volcano, a mushroom cloud, even a glitching robot. Twitter called her Mount Hillary. TikTok made remixes of her meltdown with Tyrus grinning like a cat who caught a bird. Even people who don't care about politics watched, because seeing one of the most powerful women in history lose her cool live, that's binge-worthy content. Hashtags blew up. News anchors tried not to laugh. Every time her team tried to fix it, it only got worse, like trying to stop a grease fire with gasoline. Comedians joked about it. Commentators made wild theories. The chaos was unstoppable.
She's back like a sore on a porn star's lip.
Ew.
Complaining on X about Trump cleaning up D.C., she says, quote, on one hand, Republican officials call themselves war fighters. On the other, they become whiny crybabies at the thought of setting foot in D.C. streets and New York City subways that literal school children navigate every day without incident. Real macho stuff. Then she got off social media and returned to moving a dead body to a park.
Meanwhile, Hillary's supporters said her anger was righteous, that she was just standing up for herself. But let's be honest, anger that loud doesn't look strong. It looks insecure. The irony is harsh. Hillary built her career on surviving storms and staying calm, but now a loud TV host made her lose her cool. Even her fans had to admit this wasn't her best look. And Tyrus? He didn't have to do anything else. The media did it for him. Hillary's been in this game longer than almost anyone. She knows the rule. In politics, it's not about truth. It's about how it looks. And for someone known for staying unshakable, that breakdown was a disaster.
It's not just ironic. It's not just rich. It's actually pretty sad.
What happened to decorum?
Gone,
What
sadly.
happened to being the so-called leader in the room? Being indicted, great. But let's not forget, you lost your election because of your, quote, crookedness. So let's not forget that. So yeah, she didn't get charges put on her, which probably should have, but she lost the election because of her underhand dealings. So let's remember.
Now step back and look at the bigger picture. This wasn't just a fight between a politician and a pundit. It showed how politics and entertainment have completely merged. Drama is the new money. Outrage is the new fame. And Hillary's outburst was like watching the stock market crash live. Everyone was watching not for policy, but for the show. Hillary gave them exactly that. It's kind of poetic. She spent her life building an image of control and power. Yet now, she's lighting up the internet with pure emotion. Even world leaders were laughing, saying, only in America. People online couldn't get enough, sharing memes, arguing, forgetting what started it in the first place. The funniest part? She wasn't even running for office. She was just living her life, and somehow that turned into chaos.
So happy about it. That was an opportunity for her. They're always talking about closing the division. That would have been an opportunity for her to be gracious and be supposedly the leader. But again, she just can't stay away from herself.
Maturity doesn't always come with age.
No, it really doesn't. And it's sad in this, currently with the given climate where everybody's after each other's throat, here's a chance for a leader to show a little bit of class necessary. You don't have to like President Trump. You could think he was guilty of sin or innocent of sin, but when you're put in that position, there was an opportunity for her to show what leaders are.
And then, boom, Tyrus turns her into headline gold overnight. Suddenly, her face is everywhere again. It's like fate doesn't want her to have peace. Hillary wanted to be remembered as a trailblazer, a powerful woman who changed history. But now she's trending for losing her temper. All because a talk show host with a dramatic style revealed her secrets with circus-level flair. It's tragic and funny at the same time, a mix of Shakespeare and internet madness. Her explosion wasn't just about her. It showed how crazy modern politics has become. It revealed more about America's media circus than any serious report ever could. The real question now isn't can she recover? It's does she even want to? Because after a moment this huge, there's no going back. You either ride the chaos or drown in it. And if history tells us anything, Hillary Clinton never goes down quietly.